Good part of the day, my dear digital friends. My name is Anna Dieter, and this is the first time in 3 months I am going live right now. Those of you who know me, hi, VS, okay, hello, Siva, don't know who you are. But this is the first time after 3 months being kind of quiet. But no, of course, I haven't been quiet and everything is going great with me. I've been just really, really busy. How are you, ma'am? I'm great. And I'm very, very busy because of the way I am dealing with the business today. I prefer to communicate with people one-on-one, because I believe this is the way we can really make a difference when we answer questions of people who really have questions. So I've been doing it for 3 months, just communicating one-on-one with people on free discovery calls via Zoom. I've been really, really busy. So today I got 2 cancellations. People made an appointment, but then they canceled. So I've decided to just dive in here into my live broadcast and see if there is anyone available. And again, I would like to remind to you that I am available to answer any of your questions. And the best way to answer your questions, not the questions of other people, but your specific, individual, personal questions, of course, is to simply come to me, schedule an appointment with me. I am giving 45 minutes freely, and my job is simply to answer your question, to explain what troubles you really have and what blocks you have, and to simply explain to you what is it that you need to do to simply solve this problem once and for all. And if you are set on fixing your problem, I'm here for you, because with me, with my supervision, under my supervision, and with my observation, you can do it in only 3 days or even in 1 day. I have had students who were able to achieve their goal of Stutter-Free life in only 1 day, because this is what's missing in your body and mind. You have no idea what normal speech is. You have no idea what is it that all people on the planet are doing when they speak. And the moment my students come to me and they understand what all normal people on the planet are doing, and when they begin also doing exactly the same, guess what? Their speech becomes normal. All their mistakes disappear right away. Okay, you just wrote, Vamsi, hi Vamsi, how are you doing, guy? Okay, we had a conversation, but I don't think we finished it. We got interrupted because we had bad connection, but then you never came back. So, tips to overcome stuttering, please. Hi, Michael or Michelle. Oh yeah, hi, you look familiar. Okay. So once again, guys, I would like you to understand that I haven't disappeared. I'm still working. I'm still helping people discover their normal speech. Discover, you all have it. You all can speak normally in some situations, right? I'm sure that what I'm saying resonates with you. And the fact that you can speak, sometimes you can speak well and begin to stumble in other situations, it simply indicates that there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. Physiologically, physically, you have a perfect body. You're not using it correctly. That's the problem. And how to use your body and mind, of course, this is already my job. Come to me, I will explain it to you in only 3 days or only 1 day. You can get back to your normal speech. Only 3 days or even 1 day. I have recently educated students who did take only 1 day course and they solved all their speaking problems. But anyway, feel free to type in any questions, and I'm going to go ahead and begin talking about things I wanted to talk to you about today. And those of you who watch me on YouTube and Facebook, you guys can see the title of today's broadcast. I have come up with a title as following: Why did you start stuttering recently? Yes, this is what I want to talk about. Today's setting, today's broadcast is, of course, for anyone who has difficulty speaking. Anyone. But I would like to focus on the latest discovery I have made during these 3 months of communicating with people. Hi, Krishna. Thank you so much for joining. So recently, as I have been communicating with people one-on-one in these discovery calls, at first I was kind of shocked, because I am so used to communicating with people who come to me via Skype, via Zoom, on other social media platforms. And they come to me as their last resort. Usually they come to me and they go, and I've been stuttering for my entire life. I've been through hell. I've been through various programs, speech therapists, speech pathologists, psychologists. I've been taking drugs. I've been doing this and that. I've been trying to solve my problem for years, but I still have not much of a progress in my speaking. Some may say, yeah, I'm speaking a little bit better than I spoke before, okay, like years ago, but still, I still have, like, one of the recent people who started told me, the lady, she was like in her 40s maybe, she said to me, you know, I am a much better speaker, but I still have about 10% that I need to get rid of. About 10%, I still stutter. And then I asked her, what is your name? And she stumbled on saying her own name. And I said, who are you lying to? You may tell me that you have only 10% of stuttering left. But if you cannot say your own name accurately, with ease, so what is it? Is it really 10%? Please be true with yourself. Understand. If you still, after so many years of going through various programs, various treatments, various advisors, and you still cannot say your own name, it tells you something. It tells you that the way you are going is not the right way. It's not really helping you much. But I am shocked with something I want to tell you. Why I'm shocked today? What is it that I'm shocked today? Because once again, I am used to be kind of like a last resort. People go to various programs. People go to programs that are free, that the government is giving them the funds, with speech therapists, in schools, in various organizations. For some, even insurance, medical insurance is being accepted, and they go through these programs one after another one. They feel a little bit at ease, a little bit easier, and then they continue to struggle. They continue to struggle. And I'm used to this kind of people. But today, the situation has become so much more alarming, so much more severe, so much more worse. In this crazy world, COVID times, where the whole world is not communicating much, people do not socialize much because people have been pushed, have been forced to stop speaking much, stop socializing because of this COVID, whatever they call COVID. And what do? They forced people on the whole planet to put muzzles over their mouth. I call it a muzzle because it plays exactly the same role. You know what they do when they put a muzzle over the face of a dog? Yes, they don't want they don't want the dog to bark, to make too much noise. And this is exactly what's been happening for over a year, when people are not allowed to walk everywhere without wearing a face mask. And when you're wearing a face mask, you are not encouraged to speak anymore. You are not encouraged to socialize because it's simply impossible to express your emotions, to show to people your attitude, to show to people that you are happy or angry, because people do not even see. They don't even see a face. Half of the face is blocked. People will not understand you most of the time when you speak. When you're wearing a face mask, most likely people will tell you, what? What did you say? And this is exactly what people who stutter don't like. When they say something and someone would ask them to repeat it. So the bottom line, because of this current situation with people all over the planet are not socializing much, are not speaking much, the quality of speech begins to deteriorate in people who have never even called themselves a stutterer or a stammerer. They never even thought about it. So this is what's been happening today. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a little break because I see questions here. Okay. Tips to overcome. Okay. So I don't know if this person is watching me. Krishna wrote, hello? People are saying that stammering is a habit and you have to accept it. And you have to show your stammering. Your comments, please. You know what? Who is that person? Siva. V.S. Siva. I don't know your real name, so I'm going to say Siva. because this is what I can get from written language. People say a lot of things that they don't know much about. People say a lot of things. And this thing is one of the things that people don't understand. Because if they say stammering is a habit, then the next step, they also say, why are you continuing to not stutter? Why are you smoking? And people who want to justify their bad actions that are not healthy for them, these kind of people will tell you, oh, it's a bad habit, I cannot quit smoking. Yes, you can. You can do anything you want. Of course you can quit smoking. Of course you can stop stuttering. But if you want to justify your incorrect behavior with finding excuses why you're doing it, then you can do that. It's all about what you want to do. You. If you want to continue to stammer, to stutter, you can do that. But if you want to speak like everyone else, then you can focus on that. Do the work for doing that. And finally, stop stuttering once and for all. All you need to do just to do some work for that, of course. Because normal speech is something that we learn. We learn it. And if you still haven't learned it, then who can help you? Who? Who can learn it for you? The teacher. I am the teacher, yes. I can teach you how to use your speech instrument, which is made of muscles. You can do it, but if you are set with what other people say, then go and live your life according to the way other people want you to live your life. Okay? So very, very simple answer to your question, Siva. No, stuttering is not a habit. It's a lack of a learned skills. And when you don't know how to do something incorrectly, you are always guessing. You're trying to do it correctly. But when it doesn't work because you simply don't know what you need to do, then there are two ways you can react. Way number one, you can simply decide, oh well, I cannot speak well. See, I just tried and I made a mistake. Yeah, it's probably a sickness. It's probably a bad habit. I have to explain it. I mean, I have to accept it, not explain. I just heard that I made a mistake and I fixed it right away. So once again, stuttering is not a habit. Stuttering is a lack of speaking skills, adequate speaking skills, normal speaking skills. It's a lack of education, okay? So, but this is what I was gonna tell you today about. I want to tell you that today, in today's world, there are more and more people begin to stutter. More and more. With this after COVID situation, people who have never even considered themselves stutterers or stammerers, they never even thought, oh, okay, I am a stutterer. No, they have never been called a stutterer or a stammerer. But because of today's situation in the world, they do not speak much. The mask is not allowing them to speak. And because people do not speak much, all their mistakes that they haven't fixed when they were young, they were kind of growing up, making mistakes here and there, but they didn't care about those mistakes. Okay, they went through their lives, they continued communication with people, they would go through stammering, stuttering, and somehow they made it. Because once again, if you turn on TV, you can hear how even people on TV, everyone makes mistakes. We all are stutterers, more or less. I'm online. Okay? So we all are stutterers. But once again, if you know how to speak without mistakes, you make a mistake and you immediately fix it. Okay? But those people who went through their lives without fixing their mistakes, their speaking mistakes, without ever learning how normal people speak, what the speech instrument is about, how it is built, how all people on the planet are using it to say accurately and with ease any word, anytime, then guess what? Today, their speech becomes worse and worse. There is a severe degradation of speaking skills going on in today's world. People are losing the skills they have learned before COVID. And I see it all the time today. This is what I was shocked about. Over the 3 months when I wasn't even doing my live broadcast, I was busy talking one-on-one on discovery calls with people. And more, this kind of people started coming to me. They would say, you know what, I've never had a problem. Oh, yeah, maybe when I was young, I was making mistakes. I even went to speech therapy for a short time, and then I kind of didn't continue with it. I just lived my life. Yes, they lived their lives up until COVID came and they stopped speaking. You know what is the very popular saying in English language? They say, use it or lose it. Do you understand what it means? Use it or lose it. So if we do not use our muscles, let's say we go to the gym, we exercise, we do all kinds of exercises and we grow nice muscles here, nice six packs, right? Yay! But what happens when we stop attending the gym? When we stop exercising our muscles? What happens? Our muscles disappear like balloons without air. Whoop! And that's when the muscles kind of become weak. We lose our muscle strength. We lose our skills. Lose it, use it or lose it. Please understand. And this is exactly what happens today. What is happening today in the COVID world? People do not speak. People do not socialize much. Besides, the communication modes have changed. We do not communicate face to face with people. Today, we communicate more and more the way I am doing right now. It's a digital communication. It's through Zoom, through Skype, through YouTube. We do not have skills for doing this. And if you were not a great speaker even when you were young, if you went through your life without fixing your speech mistakes, then guess what? Your speech is going to be worse and worse and worse. Please understand, there are only two ways for us to live our life, two directions. We can move forward, become better and better and better in what we are doing, or we can stop using our muscles and become worse and worse and worse because we're gonna lose our skills. We're gonna lose them. And there is nothing you can do about it because use it or lose it. If you don't speak much, your speech will become worse and worse. You will begin forgetting the movements of your speech instrument, even the ones you used to be able to make with ease. You will begin losing it. So today, when I was talking on those Zoom calls with 2-3 people in one day, this is what I figured out. Who are people who did come to me? They kind of belong to 3 categories. Category number 1 is the category I'm used to, and I explained to you. People who are sick and tired of stuttering. They've been fighting with this stuttering, this nightmare for life, for years. Adults who have been diagnosed with stuttering, and they've been through tons of programs, tons of helpers, but they're still struggling. These are the students that I always work with, and these are the students who when they take the 3-day course or even 1 day, they simply become awakened and they begin speaking with no mistakes. They begin living stutter-free. Okay? By the way, I do not see any questions on YouTube. I see people are watching. Type in your questions because I have my topic today. I want to explain to you guys what's going on. Today, you never considered yourself a stutterer, but all of a sudden you lose your speaking skills. You begin speaking worse and worse and worse, and you begin Googling, what's going on? Why? I cannot speak. Why did I start stuttering recently? All of a sudden, what happened to me? This is why. Because you no longer communicate enough. You don't socialize, you don't speak, and you are gradually losing your speaking skills. There is no mystery. Use it or lose it. But back to the 3 category of people who come to me on the discovery calls. 3 categories, yes. 1, people who have been struggling for years, they cannot take it anymore, like this. And they want to fix their problem, okay? Category number 2 are parents, frustrated parents of children who have been attending speech therapy for months and years with virtually no progress. And with the COVID mode, with this online education, online teletherapy, they call it this way. Now parents can see what's going on in their speech therapy room. And they become like, is that what my child is doing? Just playing games? But it's not helping him. Nobody is teaching my child to speak, actually. And these kind of frustrated parents come to me. They are shocked when I am simply explaining to them that what their speech therapist doing with their children is not just useless, but it is extremely harmful. Harmful for your child. And we're probably going to talk about it next time, or if you ask a question, I will explain why. What speech therapists do to children in school is extremely harmful, not just for their speech, but for their psychic, for their psychological development. It's dangerous. Okay, so Just briefly, I'll say, because Siva asked me a question. People say it's a habit, you have to explain it, la, la, la. So that's what they do. Speech therapists explain to people, to little children who don't know yet how to speak. They are learning to move their speech instrument and they're making natural mistakes. But speech therapists just convince them that this is normal. Normal. You have to accept your mistakes. Instead of teaching kids, no, this is not normal because you're not using correctly your speech instrument. Here is the way how all people on the planet are using speech instrument. Learn it. Here. It's very simple. But unfortunately, speech therapists, conventional speech pathologists, they're not trained to know this. They don't know what natural, normal speaking is. They don't know. They have been trained to learn a lot of misinformation, a lot. They are very, very nice people. I mean, I used to be one of them. I used to be a speech therapist for 30 years of my life. But I also didn't know what naturally normal speech was and is. I didn't know that. So let me see, there are other questions. Krishna, your voice is not audible? Really? Why? Okay, guys, stay careful, Krishna. Stay careful. Okay, joined. Someone, I see people are watching me. Please let me know if you can hear me. I don't know if it's not audible. If you must cross a course, cross cow, across, what? I don't know what this is. Crossing careful. Cross the cross course. Okay, there are so many people writing here. They don't make sense to me, but that's okay. Can you read this without stuttering? What is stuttering? It probably means stuttering. Okay. Mickey wrote, if you must cross a course. Okay, he repeated this. You know what, Mickey? Please. Why are you writing this? Do normal people use these kind of things when they speak? Do they? This is something someone created. Okay, you can play this game. But by the way, if I learn, if I read it several times, if I memorize this, Mickey, I will be able to do it. I will be able to say it. As a matter of fact, I have a few tongue twisters written on the wall here. Let me read it to you. Can you do this? How much would, okay, I'm going to do it again. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would chuck wood? Can you do this? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would chuck wood? Can you do this? I'm sure if you try, at first you won't be able to do it. And then if you repeatedly try it again and again and again, you train your tongue to do this, you will be able to say it. But speaking is not tongue twisters. We do not make our speech as tongue twisters. We don't. We really do not need tongue twisters to. Thank you so much, Harshal. Yeah. I mean, yes, I know on YouTube I sound fine. Someone wrote to me here that the sound was not audible. I have my phone in front of me and I'm doing live on Instagram as well. Okay, so Mickey, please understand, this is a waste of time. If you're gonna read this, play with this, you can do it. It's pretty entertaining, but it's not gonna help you fix your speech. Please understand. Okay, Just Dummy. This is amazing. Can you believe someone's name is Just Dummy? And people want to live a successful life. They call themselves Just Dummy. Oh, guys, what are you doing to yourself? Okay, hello, ma'am. Yes, hello, Mr. King 17. I can hear you. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Just Dummy told me I can hear you. See, it means you're not dummy. You're a pretty smart guy. Don't call yourself these bad names. Don't give bad names to yourself because you're going to be what you call yourself. If you call yourself a stutterer, guess what? You're going to be stuttering. Please understand, if you call yourself, I am just the beginner, I am the newbie, I'm just learning to speak, just be honest with yourself. If you stutter and you cannot fix mistakes in your speech on your own, it means you need a mentor. You need an editor. Come to me. Make a free appointment with me. Go to livestutterfree.info. Watch the webinar and make an appointment with me. Let me see what's going on with you. It's free. You don't have to pay a penny. But of course, and you gotta be prepared that if you choose to use my help, my time is valuable. This is the reason I wasn't doing lives for 3 months. I was busy communicating with people nonstop, every day, 2, 3 people, sometimes more. And please understand another thing. If you schedule an appointment with me and you cannot make it, be considerate of my valuable time. If you don't value your time, it's your choice, but please value my time, because I hate having my schedule 5 calls waiting here, sitting, being readily available for you. And when I come, I see no show. People don't come. I just don't understand that. No show. You don't have to pay for this, and you don't even come. Why? Anyway, okay, Hilalhli. Hi, I remember your name. Yes. Eid Mubarak, madam. Okay. Sorry, guys. I do not speak your language. I don't understand you. Missed your lives, Miss Anna. Oh, Darlington. Hi, Darlington. I am waiting for you to come back one day. Or maybe you don't need. Do you need to come back, or are you fine? The way you were. Darlington has taken 1-day course, right, Darlington? That was just one step in the Edelon classroom. And this is what people are doing today. Harshal, if you have questions, go ahead and ask. So Darlington, if you want to complete your education, you know what to do. And remember, I promised you to keep the cost low for you. And I will do that, because today we already went back to the way we used to be before COVID times. Okay, for you, I'm going to keep the same cost that I promised to you. Okay, so anyway, what I was talking about, oh yeah, I didn't finish. I wanted to explain to you that the 3 categories. Yeah, hello, ma'am, Harshal. Hello, ma'am, I'm Indian. I understand English a little bit. It's okay. If you understand, that's already very good. You can always learn to understand more, right? So, Harshal, if you have a problem with your speech, I recommend you learn English language, and then you will be able to come to me and ask your questions. And I will be able to lead you in only 3 days, or even maybe in 1, like Darlington did. Okay? And you will understand what speech instrument you are using, how to use it, and then just leave Stutter-Free for the rest of your life. Okay? So I believe it's worth it to learn English language for a very simple reason. It's the language the whole world is communicating in. Okay. Yeah, Darlington just wrote, need to complete my education, just working for more money. Good job, Darlington. Good job. Yes, I am waiting for you patiently. I'm still here. Okay? Come to me. Let's complete this. Because it's going to be very easy for me to teach you. You already know the basics. But of course, we need to see where are your mind blocks. Now we have to work with your mind blocks. You still believe something that is not reality, and this stops you from using your speech instrument in the way I told you to use it. Okay? But anyway, so, okay, ma'am, thank you. I will do my best. Of course, this is the only thing we can do. Do our best. That's it. And please, guys, understand that stuttering is simply something that is the result of your lack of skills, lack of education. You don't know how to move your speech muscles. This is the most important, not important. This is the core problem. All people who stutter have the core. You don't know how to use your speech instrument. And I do not see any questions in this live podcast. I can't guarantee I'm going to do more podcasts. I do it today because I just got 2 cancellations in a row. I was supposed to communicate with 2 people, but they didn't show to the call. And by the way, both of these people, one of them I actually called because the person was from the United States of America. I had the phone, so I called this person. The lady picked up the phone and she said, "Oh, I apologize, I'm not feeling well." If you're not feeling well, why don't you just text or email the teacher and let her know, you know what, I cannot make it. Be considerate of other people's time, please. In case, it just tells me about the personality of a person. She scheduled the call and she never came up to the call. Why? Because she didn't pay for it. It's free. It's free. So please understand, if I am giving my time freely, at least if you cannot make it, let me know. So I wouldn't be sitting here and waiting, wasting my valuable time. Okay? Wave. Okay, I'm gonna wave to other people. Okay, let me see. Any other questions? No, there are no more questions. So let me continue with the, okay, someone just wrote. Mickey wrote, I thought a thought, but this, oh God, again Mickey is playing. Mickey, please do not write this useless stuff. I wouldn't have thought, I thought. This is just stupid. I'm sorry, Mickey. I don't want to I don't want to hurt you, but you're wasting your time on doing this. What is the reason you're typing these tongue twisters? Why? Can you type it to me? What is the reason you're sharing with this? Why? Speech is not a tongue twister. People do not use their tongue twisters that they may have memorized. People don't use them in real life. Okay, Harshal wrote something. If I improve my English, then how can I connect with you, ma'am? Leave Stutter-Free.info. Do you understand? Let me type it here. So you, okay, let me type it. Let me grab my thing. Leave Stutter-Free.info. Second, I can't see. Live Stutter-Free. Oh, Live Stutter. Oh, God. Stutter. For some reason, it underlined in red. That's why I thought maybe I made a mistake. Okay, leave Stutter-Free.info. For those of you who are watching me on YouTube, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to open this leave Stutter-Free.info. Okay. And I'm going to show it to you. Leave Stutter-Free, .info. Oh, God. My eyes are not the best. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to show to you this page. Okay. Share screen. Okay, I'm going to share screen with you guys. Select window on screen. Wait a second. No, that's not what I want. Should be back. I didn't do it correctly. But anyway, you can go, yeah, Victor. Victor, hi, Victor. Felipe Andras, hi. How much is the program? Victor, please come to me. I don't want to talk about money over the broadcast, okay? It's an investment. This is all I can tell you. Of course, it's an investment. Because once again, I want you to understand, what I do, nobody on the whole planet, nobody can do it. So you just need to go to my livestutterfree.info, watch the webinar, because over there, I am talking about the money too. Go there and watch it, okay? I don't want anybody to schedule an appointment with me without watching the webinar. This is how strict I am today. Please invest your time. 30 minutes. I'm saying 45 minutes, but it's actually 30 minutes. Watch the webinar. Listen carefully. And if what I'm saying resonates with you, if it makes sense, if you want to fix your speech, if you are ready like Darlington, did you read what Darlington, did you hear what Darlington wrote? He came to me, he took only one-day course, which was affordable. It was much smaller investment. He came to me, he did one-day course, but now he decided, I want to work more, to make more money, come and finish the whole 3-day course. This is what he has decided to do after being with me for 1 day only. So this is why I don't know what's in your head. What is it that you want? Once again, Vera, how is your health? Why are you asking me? I'm fine. I just got back from the pool. I was swimming in the pool. I live in Florida. I'm fine. I'm still alive, still healthy. Don't worry about me. Thank you for asking, though. But all you need to do is schedule an appointment with me. It's free. But first, please watch livestutterfree.info, watch my webinar. Without watching the webinar, please don't come to me. But let me go back, because there are no questions. Let me go back and complete talking about 3 categories of people who stutter, who I have talked to over the last 3 months. Okay, February, March, April. I think I did live in January 1. Okay. Hi, Rupesh, 193. You just joined me. Okay, let me wave to you. Hello. So let me continue. Once again, the first category of people who have come to me, were frustrated people who stutter. They were extremely frustrated. They were angry in themselves at the situation, and they also were feeling ashamed, hopeless, and a little skeptical when they came to me, maybe a lot skeptical. They did not believe that what I do is reality, because what I do is 3 days and your speech is fixed. 3 days and you no longer stutter. This is what I do. I've been doing it for 10 years. So this first category comes to me and they are in disbelief. They don't believe what I'm saying. Okay? Then we talk. And as we talk, they keep repeating, you know what, you're right. You're right. What you're saying makes sense. Oh my God. Yes, you're right. Yes, you're right about this. Yes, you're right about that. And at the end of the call, they make a decision whether they want to fix their speech right away, or they want to do some more research, or they want to just go and earn some money, collect the funds for investing in their own life. Okay, some people, it has happened a couple of times. I talk today, and by the end of the day, people already are ready to commit. They transfer the funds, and we begin working next day or next week, depends on my time. Okay? Please understand that what I do is not available anywhere else unless you speak Russian language. Because my mentor, everyone has a mentor. My mentor doesn't speak English language, he speaks only Russian. And he is the most important, the brains behind the program I teach today in English language. Okay, let me wave again. And let me continue. This is the first category. The second category of people who I have been communicating with, they are parents of a child who stutters. They are frustrated. I actually have talked about it a little bit already. They are frustrated. They don't understand why they take their child to speech therapy for months and years, but the result is almost non-existent. Their children stutter even worse today than when they started attending speech therapy. Okay, and the third category of people who I have been communicating a lot for the last 3 months, they are the ones who actually shocked me, totally shocked me. You know why? Because they never even thought they were stutterers. They never even Googled the solution for stuttering. They never even called themselves stammerer or stutterer or clutterer or whatever. They just went through their life the best they could. But during the COVID time, they started losing their speaking skills. And I just explained how this happened. They lost, not all of them, but they lost their speaking skills. And because they cannot speak accurately, they don't like the way they speak, they begin hiding from speaking. They begin speaking less and less, and their speech becomes worse and worse. This is the third category of people I have been in communication for the last 3 or almost 4 months that I haven't done my lives. Okay? Please understand, speech skills today are disappearing. People are turning into monkeys today. Monkeys, animals who cannot speak, don't have the skills to speak, don't have the ability to remember and say accurately words, create them with their speech muscles. And guess what the speech muscles are? The most important speech muscle. What is it? This is your speech muscle. You gotta learn how to move it. Learn it. But anyway, these are the main 3 categories of people who stutter, who have difficulties with the oral communication today. Stutterers for life, parents of children who are still learning to speak and attending speech therapy for years and frustrated. And the new category that I have never ever communicated before. And what's amazing to me that these are people who come to me mostly today. They come to me and they say, I'm telling them actually, why are you coming to me? Your speech is not that bad. If you guys are watching me on YouTube, it means that you are subscribed to my YouTube, right? So watch one of the latest videos I uploaded about the guy from, that very handsome guy from United States. His name is Adam. When he came to me, he's a business owner. Not the latest one, the last video, but the video before that. I uploaded it maybe a couple of weeks ago to YouTube. Watch it. When he came to me, I told him, do you know that your speech is actually not that bad? Why are you coming to me? Do you know that you're speaking actually not that bad? And you know what he answered to me? No, I don't. I don't know that I'm speaking well. Okay? And I'm like, duh, of course he doesn't know. Because he believes disinformation. He doesn't know it. But his mistakes were not that bad. It was amazing to me. I see that a few people are watching me on YouTube. Okay, how much is the program starter? Victor asked me. Wait a second, Victor, we have been in communication. Right, Victor? Victor, we have been in communication. You have been in communication with me. And if we have, haven't I explained to you how much is the investment? What is the investment? Interesting, because I just got a message from you, Victor. It means that your phone number is saved on my phone. So anyway, Victor Felipe Andras, just come to me privately and we will discuss. I also have a question, Victor. Have you watched my webinar? Please answer on YouTube. Just write to me, yes or no. Have you watched the webinar? Okay, let me see. Yeah, I waved. How is your health? Okay. Yeah, on Instagram, I don't see any questions. On YouTube, there are no more questions. There are still a few people watching. Guys, if you don't have any questions, I'm going to be wrapping it up. It was kind of spontaneous. I came live because I had cancellations. I didn't have to talk to anybody, and I decided, let me see if I can talk to you. Okay, so any questions? Victor, how much, okay, I already read this question. So do you understand why people today all of a sudden started to stutter? Today, in the past year or even more, people started losing their speaking skills. Once again, use it or lose it. And even if you spoke better a year ago, your speech wasn't that bad. This year, without communicating, without socializing, without having to speak a lot, people are beginning to forget their speaking skills. They're losing their speaking skills. Okay? So let me wave something December. Okay, Harshal wrote to me, any free advice for handle the stammering currently? Of course, free advice. Everyone is giving free advice. Please understand. Whoever gives you free advice, they want you to continue to stutter for life. Any advice I give you is not going to help me. I mean, it's not going to help me. It's not going to help you. Why I said it's not going to help me? Because to help you, I need to know what your problems are. It's not going to help me to give you an advice. It's not going to help me to help you. Let me put it in this kind of way. How can I give you advice if I have no idea who you are? If I have never heard you speak? If I have never given you a test? If I have never evaluated your speaking skills? I can't give you any advice, free or not. You gotta come to me, schedule an appointment with me, and then by the questions you ask, I will know what problems you have. And then I will be able to advise you. Okay? So there are more people joining on Instagram, but I don't know. Are you guys people who stutter? Are you looking for the solution for obtaining, reviving your free speech? Are you people who want to live a stutter-free life? If you are not, then just leave this broadcast, please. Don't waste your time and, of course, my time. It's valuable. Okay, so the only free advice I can give you is learn to speak. Learn. Move your speech instrument a lot. Move it and speak nonstop. You're gonna stop making mistakes? I doubt, because you still don't know how to do it without mistakes. But this is how young children learn. Young children speak nonstop, blah, 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 blah. And they learn. They train their speech muscles to say accurately words, just like other people around them. But if you don't move your muscles, how can you learn to move them? So the free tip, speak. Speak nonstop. If you want to know how all people speak on the planet, how you're supposed to speak nonstop, then you have to come to me. I need about 5 to 6 hours. If Darlington is still here, he can confirm. 5 to 6 hours, sometimes even 7. I can teach you how you're supposed to use your speech muscles to speak without mistakes. And then you would have to continue using your speech instrument for the rest of your life. in this exact way. And this is not a technique. Don't think that I teach techniques. I don't. I don't teach techniques. Okay, guys, I've been live for over an hour. I don't see too many questions. People are watching and not asking questions. So if you have questions, once again, livestutterfree.info. You can go to livestutterfree.com because this link is also there. This is what I did. I added the link to livestutterfree.info to my main website, livestutterfree.com. So I added the link there so people could go and watch my webinar. This is crucial. If you haven't listened to it, you gotta do it. Because I have a big surprise for you at the end. Go watch it, okay? So Victor did not respond. He didn't write to me if he watched my webinar. Okay. Victor Felipe Andres. Your name sounds very, very familiar. Are you the one who scheduled an appointment with me but didn't show for the call? I don't remember, Victor. I apologize. I don't remember. Okay, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. Okay? So I have no idea when I'm going to come live again. If I have cancellations, maybe next weekend, maybe. But if I'm going to be teaching someone, because I do have someone, it looks like ready to commit, ready to invest, and then my weekend will be busy for 3 days. Okay? 2 more minutes. No questions. Lots of love to you, lots of success to you, and go watch my webinar, livestutterfree.info. Schedule a free discovery call with me. Okay. Thank you. I am also giving you my heart. Bye-bye. And broadcast.